man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Hey, Man. I'm Josh.
I'm Jacob. Hello.
Hey, man.
What's up?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Hey, by the way, this will be coming out the day before the 4th of July.
Which is the 3rd of July. Just for anyone who had any trouble knowing what date that was, it's the 3rd of July. Carry on.
Woo! Well, that's it for me today, everybody.
Comedianjoshua.com for donations and tickets. Yeah, no. Just so you know, if anyone had any struggles with that, like he did, it's the 3rd of July.
So, a couple things about that.
About what? The date?
Yeah. What I was gonna say is, first of all, twofold. I think the 4th of July might be this, and fireworks might be the single most overhyped, overrated holiday. And then people don't go to America. I'm not saying anything about America, everybody. Love America. But fireworks are the single most overhyped. We're at a point now, honestly, where I've been waiting for something in technology to make fireworks better. We have drones now.
Bingo. Because we saw one in, where were we?
We were in Sydney.
Sydney. Yeah. We stumbled across that drone show over the water.
But here's what I envision now. You can have like lit up ships or airplanes in the sky, and with the drones they can shoot fireworks at each other like it's a battle. But
I have one thing for that. Yeah. You're going to damage the drones.
No, you're not going to actually hit.
Well, yeah, but how you can't
a drone, a firework, it's on a little holding thing above the drone, it shoots out.
I'm talking about the firework that it shoots out. How do you know it's not going to hit another drone?
Well, I mean, you aim it.
You sound like this is so easy. Like
it seems, dude. Listen, have you seen what they do with drones?
Yeah. Have you also? Did you also see the one in China that had the world record for most drones, but then half of them just shit themselves and fell from the sky?
Dude, I mean, listen, it's never gonna be perfect, but
that's what I'm saying. What if there's a malfunction and a drone comes in and starts shooting fireworks at people? What happens when AI takes over and the Terminator's a real thing?
Oh, you're so annoying.
I'm not annoying. Why dude, this is, again, I'm going to go back to it. Why are we making AI so, like, prominent right now? We've made movies about this.
All of you leaped from maybe having drones shoot fireworks to the end of humankind.
That's how it starts.
Oh, my God.
That's how it starts. That's how it starts.
I'm
any movie ever.
I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm not saying that AI isn't going to take over, but not in my lifetime. And in my lifetime, I would like to see drones shoot fireworks at each other.
I mean, maybe in your lifetime, dude. AI is advancing pretty quickly.
In my lifetime, dude.
Dude, you're not 1,000. I mean, yeah.
I'm not.
You're not.
How old, honestly, realistically, how old do you think I'm going to live to?
85, 90.
Actually? You don't think I'm going to live out? You don't think I'm going to live as long as grandma and grandpa?
I think you might, but also you said you wanted to try heroin at 85. So who the fuck knows what 85 is?
Yeah, I'm dropping that to 80.
I'm putting you in a home at 70.
Great. You don't think I can get drugs in a nursing home?
No, not where I'm going to put you, in the desert. You put me in a nut house, I'm putting you in a nut house, bitch. Like,
first of all, I want to remind you of a couple things. You're only putting me somewhere if I don't have money and you do.
Or that early onset dementia kicks in.
And then what's going to happen? You think you're going to be in control of my money?
No, but I think mom and I will agree to put you in a home.
No, 0% your mom leaves you in charge of anything to have to do with me.
No, I'm saying we would have a family discussion about it. I think out of the 3 kids, one of us, she will probably have a conversation with. We'll probably have a conversation with all 3 of us, but then a second one with just one of us
will be Caitlin.
Will not be Caitlin.
Caitlin.
Absolutely not.
Caitlin is the caretaker, dude.
Caitlin will be the, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, but I think we should put you in a home.
Listen, in ranking in conversations about your mom and I and our future and our well-being, I want you to know it goes Caitlin, Trevor,
that's
Jacob.
Wild, by the way. That is so wild, and I will remember that. I will remember,
Caitlin,
dude. I will remember that for the rest of my life. Don't ask me for shit about taking care of you when you get older.
Dude,
don't ask me for shit. And I'm right down the street. I'm the only one in state. Don't ask me for shit, dog. Don't ask me for a goddamn thing.
You've already made it
way.
very clear.
Just because I said I wanted the Joshua Treehouse in the will doesn't mean that I wouldn't help take care of you guys.
You've made it very clear that you were not into any caretaking.
I said I wouldn't wipe your ass, and it might be best for you to be in a home where trained professionals will wipe your ass.
Yeah.
That seems like a really good move.
Okay.
With trained professionals, you can have other friends with dementia.
Why are you laying dementia at my feet?
Because your memory is really bad. That's why. You can't remember what you had for breakfast yesterday.
I can. It's the same thing every day.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually, that's not a good one. Because you have 6 eggs every fucking morning. So maybe not the best point. But my point is...
when I go to restaurants and I'm like, can I have 4 extra eggs? They're always like, what?
What are you, the egg man? Big egg guy over here. Dude's driving up the egg prices by himself.
For sure, dude.
100%. You go
strong egg flex.
24 eggs every time you go to Whole Foods.
Dude,
that's
legit.
You're buying $80 worth of eggs every time you go to the store.
Strong egg flex.
That sounds strange. Like flexing your eggs.
Yeah, I buy them 18 at a time.
I said 24. I was giving you even more.
Yeah, I know, but I buy 2 of them.
2 18s? You buy 36?
It's a week.
Well, that only lasts you 6 days. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That would last me the rest of the year. Me and Maaan. It would last us the rest of the year. Holy shit.
You better get your egg game up, dude.
Dude, I can't afford that. I simply do not have the facilities to own 36 eggs at one time.
Not only are they 36
shit.
eggs, but they're organic, pasture raised, from a regenerative farm.
Dude, the fact that 36 eggs only last you and just you.
Not even your mom.
6 days. Six days.
Yeah, 6 days.
That's crazy. I sometimes don't even finish my dozen.
You throw eggs out? They go bad before you. Dude, an
finish
egg,
a dozen in 2 days.
An egg has never gone bad at my house. Never.
Why is that so funny? You know what this is our version of? This is our holy shit. This is our version.
Who's our?
You and me, our.
Yeah.
Like, this is our version of the Burt Kreischer, Tom Segura, him drinking 61 ounces of Kool-Aid.
Except the difference between me and Bert is
The similarity is that you guys eat an abundance of one thing at one time.
Listen, I don't
Holy
think there's
shit.
any doubt that something that Bert and I have in common is that we're overindulgers. There's no doubt.
Oh my God.
Well, dude.
Holy shit, that was so funny. I don't know why. That was hysterical.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't wait to rewatch this part.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What were we talking about?
I don't even know, dude.
Putting me in a home. Fuck off.
Dude, to go from that to you eating 36 eggs in
But you know where I could get as many eggs as I want? In a home.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Great. You could eat 36 eggs in a day if you wanted. Could you?
36 eggs in a day? I could probably. I just don't know if it would make me nauseous, but I could easily eat 24 eggs in one day.
How would you do it? You would just do like 4 times a day. You eat 6 eggs?
Yeah, probably. Because I eat it, I get up at 5 a.m. and then I do like a 3-mile walk and then I eat 6 eggs. But then like 2.5 hours later, I could eat 6 eggs.
It's insane.
For sure.
It's a food hyperfixation that you have, but I think one that will never go away. Like people with ADHD have it. Like I'll hyperfixate, and me and Iman will hyperfixate on a food for like 3 months, and we could eat it every day if we wanted to. We don't, but we could. And then after that 3rd month, it's like I can't even look at it. And then 3 months later, I'm back to eating it for 3 straight months.
Your mom and I are like that.
It's crazy.
Your mom and I are like that. We definitely go through waves.
Yeah, you guys have ADHD.
We definitely go through waves. And will vacillate, honestly, at home between eggs and oatmeal. I mean,
Oatmeal's always been your thing, though.
It's the same. I make the same. I make the same oatmeal every day. I go oatmeal, 40 grams of protein powder, pecans, creatine, colostrum, flaxseed, ground flaxseed. Probably not.
Why'd you do
that? Blueberries and a little bit of honey. And so,
sounds like a lot.
Yeah, I'm knocking it out, dude. But I'm obsessive about the gym and what I eat.
I know that. You have been for a long time.
Yeah, I'm a little obsessive about it.
Yeah.
But dude, I don't think you will be in charge of what home we go to.
What we go to.
But your mom and I will pick the home.
Well, yeah.
Grandma and grandpa
you guys will be competent enough to pick your home.
Yeah. What I really hope, dude, after watching my parents get older, and they're both still alive, and they're voluntarily moving into like it's not even assisted living. It's not an old person home. It's one up from there. They don't need any help yet. They just want to be,
just in case.
They just want to be in a facility where there are people their age and they don't have to take care of a house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like, my dad is still out, snow blowing the driveway, and
he needs to relax.
Fucking ridiculous. So I'm so glad they're doing that. But as I've watched them age, and they both, dude, still get around amazingly, and they both still have their mental facilities, and they're 88 and 87. And one of the reasons, the blueprint for me is movement. If you want to be healthy when you're older, move. I watched my mom, and my mom didn't go to the gym very much, but she worked in that garden every day for 40 years.
Yeah. She's
been pretty immobile for 5 years, 6 years, but all of the movement in her lifetime has kept her strong.
Right.
And the mental facilities, I always said, I'd rather have my brain go before my body. But watching my parents, dude, and the fact that how sharp they are, and that is so important to them, that their brain stays sharp, even as their bodies start to decline a little.
Grandma still do a crossword every morning?
My dad, before he gets out of bed, does 7 puzzles. Before he gets out of bed.
On his phone?
On his phone.
Puzzle? What kind of puzzles?
He'll do crossword, he does Quordle, he does a bunch of word stuff. But my dad is still sharp, dude.
Extremely.
He's still sharp. But he makes sure he does 7, and they read every day. They read. And like, so super cool. I'm so appreciative and grateful for them, and to still have them around, and for them to still be healthy and to be part of everything is amazing.
Yeah, fair enough. I read every day.
What's that?
I read every day.
No, you don't.
I read the house down.
Read the house down?
You would. Never mind. Anyways.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
Tell me.
Are you going on My Straight Friends? That show that
Oh, yeah.
When you go,
yeah,
say my son said he reads every day, and you said no, I don't, and say that I said to you, he says he reads the house down boots. Just
boots?
Boot. You have to have boots at the end. Read the house down boots. And say, what does that mean? And they're going to ask you, is your son straight or gay?
Yeah, and I'm going to say, I'm not sure.
Fuck off.
Why?
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just make sure when do you want on that show? I want to go.
Yeah, they offered me a date that I couldn't do, but I'm going to get back with Joe and we'll figure something out.
I love them.
Yeah.
That show, dude, there's a couple clips that come up. I follow them now, so I see all of their stuff, but God damn it, those two are funny. Joe is so funny. Oh my goodness.
I want to talk to you about something that has changed my life. Now, I'm getting a little older, and sometimes I'm regular, sometimes I'm not. I guess that makes me irregular. And because I'm a heavy protein dude, and sometimes I forget the roughage, and so sometimes the deuces are not as satisfactory as they could be. Because a good deuce, a good number 2, is actually like you walk out of that bathroom feeling like you accomplished something. Like that was actually, I'm really proud of my good poops. I'm starting to take these, it's called turtle supplements, TRTL, and it's psyllium husks. This psyllium husk, dude, is the easiest take. I take it in the morning, I take it in the afternoon, and it is the best absolute shits of my life. It makes it easy. Some of you may be grossed out. No pushing, no stress. Just the way God intended shit to come out of your body. So go to TRTL, all caps, .store, TRTL.store. That's all caps, not the store part. And go get 25% off. Put in the promo code Josh Wolf, all caps, no space, Josh Wolf, to get 25% off. And I'll tell you what, if you get a bottle and you don't like it, send it back. Send it back, and they're going to give you your money back. But I think we all know you're not going to send it back because nobody does that. Who sends it back? Take the bottle. Become regular. Turtlehead on your own terms. How easy is it? 1 to 3 capsules a day. It makes it easy and smooth. No push, no struggle. You walk in and out of that bathroom with a smile. Go to TRTL, all caps, .store. Promo code Josh Wolf, all caps, and get 25% off your psyllium husks supplements. I'm telling you right now, you will thank me. Just thank me when you get off the shitter. Do you know what most of my feed is now? Is animal stuff and food in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, that's everything on my feed.
Food in that, dude, there are so many smash burger places I want to try here.
There's a Wagyu smash burger truck.
I know.
Yeah, I've had my eye on that for a cool minute, but they're always crazy. You sent me one the other night. It was like 306 or 318 in the cut.
Yeah.
Something like that. We've had our eye on that for a really long time too. It's like that pastry or that crazy like cake, whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, they only open at like really late. And so, but their line is hours long. So sometimes I don't even know if it's worth it to go sit in that line.
There's a couple feeds I follow. I'm gonna botch their names, but one is like Born in Vegas. One is like the Brunch Boys.
There's another guy like Brandon from Vegas. He does only food, like hidden gem food spots or like local only stuff in Vegas. And so every time his stuff comes up, I always save it or I send it to Maaan. Like there's so much food to try here in this city. There's one that I really want to try. Do you know what Korean hot pot is?
No.
So, do you know what Korean barbecue is? Okay, so it's that, but with a bowl of boiling hot broth. And so you cook the meat in the boiling hot broth.
Can I just say, there's zero chance I'm going to a restaurant and cooking my own food. That is the biggest fucking scam. It's like the self-checkout at the grocery store. Do I get a discount for doing your job? I left my house so I didn't have to cook. Am I doing the fucking dishes too? Fuck off.
Okay.
I'm going to order it. You're going to drop it in the fucking broth. I can't believe.
Some places do. Some places have people who come and cook for your food at your table.
Cool. Yeah. How much extra are you paying, more or less, to cook your own food?
Well, it's an all-you-can-eat style, which is usually Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
So, and it's also usually like all meat, like all beef and whatnot, but like nice steak. Some places like at Korean barbecues, there are some places that are only Wagyu. And so it's like $80, $90 for all you can eat, but they'll just bring you trays and trays of meat as long as you can eat it.
Are they going to bring a person to cook it for me too?
Some places do, some places don't. It just depends on the place you go to. Most places, like if you go like honestly out of the country, they do it for you. But in country, like that I've been to, no.
Not going out to a restaurant to cook my own food. Not going to a grocery store and bagging my own fucking groceries. Unless you're giving me a discount, I'm not doing your job.
I only do self-checkout really at grocery stores.
Nah.
Not because that other people won't do the job or that I don't trust other people. It's just usually a shorter line.
Nah. I'll put a podcast on. I'm not doing your job.
I'm usually with Maaan. And so we just get in the, like I scan, she bags, or she scans and I bag, and we just get out of it.
It's such a scam. It bothers me so much.
It's not a scam.
It is, dude. Then lower the fucking prices for the people who walk through and do your job. You're saving money because you're not hiring people. You're saving money.
Dude, not what I think it's for.
They are pretending that's not what it's for. But what it's for is that they don't have to hire as many people.
Why are you so angry?
Because that shit pisses me off, that corporations are finding ways to X out people and save money and raise their bottom line, but not passing any of the discounts on to the people. As a matter of fact, shit is more expensive, and they're finding more ways for them to save money and to cut people. but they're not passing that savings along to us. Fuck right off.
Okay. Well, that took a digression. I just think they're there for if you want to do it and you feel like doing it. Like if you have one thing and you just want to not wait in a 10-person line, you just want to walk up and scan it and get, I think it's for convenience.
No, they got rid of the 7 items or less line that was for convenience that people rung you up on. And now they just have the self-checkout where they people do not ring you up on. And as a matter of fact, they aren't doing it for your convenience. They're doing it so they can pay less people.
Okay, well, they have me fooled. I like self-checkout. I think it's great. I think if I don't want to talk to people, I have a couple things. I just go straight to self-checkout. If I have one thing, self-checkout. If most of the time, honestly, it's just because I don't want to talk to the cashier because the ones at my Target just like to talk a lot. So we just go to self-checkout and we fuck off. It's just so much easier.
It's like the self-car wash. It's cheaper. Why is it cheaper? You're doing it. You're doing the fucking work.
Okay.
Cool. I'm in for that. You're going to provide me the stuff and I'm going to do the labor. I'm on board if the price is less. The price is the same and I'm doing the labor. Eat my dick, the whole part of it.
Okay.
Fuck right off.
So angry.
Dude, because I'm so angry at how greedy corporations are and how little they pass down to us and how little they fucking care about any of us. For anybody to be on the side of giant corporations or billionaires, it is mind-boggling to me. It's just like people who have picked the side of team sports owners over the athlete. You have somehow decided to pick the billionaire over the millionaire. And the billionaire has everything to do with what it costs you. The millionaire is just trying to get their fair share. Now, you may not agree with how much they should get paid to play whatever, basketball or baseball. Cool. Well, then let's not give the people who own the teams all that money either. You want to cut salaries? Cool. Cut my ticket price. Cut all that shit, dude. Then let's get down to reality. But I'm not letting these fucking billionaires make all the money off the people who are working for them.
All right.
Same thing. Fuck. I'm angry at the way it's set up. I am very angry about that.
Yeah. Talk about community, huh?
What do you mean?
Or not being able to have a sense of it because of that. It's hard, like just relating back to what we were talking about last week, for me, hard to have a sense of community when it's like even the little fish aren't looking out for each other, but we all know especially that the big fish aren't looking out for us.
The little fish aren't looking out for each other because the big fish have you convinced that there are even littler fish that are coming up to bother you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm piggybacking on my points from last week. That's all.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And I want to make clear about last week. I'm in no way, shape, or form in favor of a lot of the I just had a dehuman. My brain stopped working. Dehumanizing. Whew.
I think the word you were looking for is dehumanization. Was what you were trying to get
I just couldn't get it out.
Wow. That was awesome.
I'm anti all that.
Yeah.
But okay. Dude, completely different topic. Finally watched Narcos.
Oh, really? I've only watched the first season.
Have you not watched Squid Game yet?
No, I haven't.
What the fuck?
Can I be honest?
To talk to you about it.
I forgot it came out.
You forgot?
Yeah, I forgot it came out.
Watched it all in an afternoon like a crack addict.
Sounds right. Well, now you can watch TV in the afternoon because you have curtains on your floor. How's that feel, by the way?
I'm going to tell you everything that happened.
No.
Right now.
I will walk out. If you start talking about it, the podcast is over.
Wait, I'm saying spoiler alert.
No. I'm telling you right now. If you say one thing about it, I already know about the terrible CGI dog. So I already know about that part. You probably couldn't tell it was a terrible CGI dog because you didn't have your glasses on and you can't see shit. That's facts. The Rottweiler in the show?
I don't remember a dog.
Did you watch the right season?
There was a dog this season?
Good talk. How are we going to talk about it if you don't even remember what the fuck was in the show?
Well, how do you know there was a dog?
It's all over the internet because it's the worst CGI any of us have ever seen that they put into this dog. It's terrible. But you probably couldn't tell because you can't tell what the difference between AI and real is.
I send Jacob pictures all the time. I'm like, look how cute this dog is. He's like, dude, it's got a human nose. It's like not.
And also, the best part of that is usually in the name of the page, it says AI in it. And I'm like, hey, numbnuts, look at the page.
How could you possibly watch one season of Narcos and not watch season 2?
Can I be honest? I feel like I fell off of a lot of TV shows. Can I also be honest? My attention span's not there. I get super distracted. Like, even if I'm watching a really good TV show, I'm on my phone half the time because my brain is just distracted. Like, I can't sit. The movies, like, there's only place, like, when I'm in places where it's socially not acceptable to be on your phone, like the movies or places where it's like, we're sitting here and watching this, I can do it. But other times, like when I'm in my own home and it's not rude to
on your phone when you're watching something.
Yeah,
that's disturbing, dude.
All the time. I go back and forth.
What would you? How would you?
Unless I'm super invested in, like, there are some shows where I'm super invested in where I'm watching all the time. Like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Never on my fucking phone. Every time I watch it, I'm never on my phone because I'm so locked in because I love that show. Anything Game of Thrones, really. That's pretty much it.
How would you feel about getting a diagnosis for ADHD?
I don't know if we need a diagnosis for it.
How would you feel?
Positive, I got it.
How would you? How would you feel about not having Adderall because you're an addict? But
that's legal cocaine for me,
right? But what if I found you, and I did, and I have friends who found their son is on a plant-based ADHD medicine.
Honestly, no thanks. I like my brain the way it is. I like the way I am. I don't want to suppress it. I like who I am. I don't want to.
I'm not saying I don't like who you are.
I know. I'm just telling you for my, like, if it gets to a point to where it's a collective where I think I need it to where I really, really cannot stay on track. Sure. But I'm good. I've lived this long without some sort of medication, plant-based or not.
Okay.
And I also, because I have addict behavior, I do not, even if it's plant-based, there can still be a placebo addiction effect to anything to where if I don't take it, I go, no, I need that. That's why I'm like this. I need it. My body becomes adjusted to it. I don't want that.
But you smoke weed.
Yeah, but my body doesn't need it. I don't need it. I don't wake up every morning going, oh my God, I need to smoke like I did with my vape. First thing I did every morning with that nicotine vape is I'd wake up, the first thing, before I even looked at my phone, I'm looking for my vape to hit it the minute I wake up.
Okay,
but I don't do that with weed.
Okay. And you're nervous that the ADHD plant medicine might.
I just don't want to get into any mindset that eventually down the line to where if I don't have it, that I need it in order to function like a, quote, normal person.
All right.
I'm good.
Okay.
I think I have it controlled.
Okay.
Like I think I do well enough. I don't think me on my phone while I'm watching TV or a sports game has enough.
Yeah.
Is dictation the right word?
No,
like,
but that's fine.
Diction? What am I looking for?
I don't know.
Not the right word.
Yeah.
Anyway, that has any reason for me to go get, like, tested and then get medicated for.
No worries. Okay.
And also, you're right. I have weed, but you also know my body works different on weed. Like, I can smoke and focus. I'm not going to lie.
Smokus?
Yeah. Hocus pocus.
Smokus pocus?
Hocus pocus.
Smokus focus?
There's a Smokus focus is a great, like, okay.
Smokus focus is like what you would say.
This is Smokus focus right here.
Smokus focus. Okay. So, I'm done with the high life.
Yes.
But you know what? I'm changing it.
Stony stories.
I'm going to Smokus focus. I'm using that in Stony Stories.
Sure.
Smokus focus.
Well, like a segment called Smokus focus.
Yeah, dude. When we Smokus focus in on something.
Dude, there's a TikTok sound that went around for a little while where this guy was like, it's wizard time. And his friend was like, wizard time? He goes, yes. He goes, hocus pongus. It's time to rip the bongus. And he was like, wizard time. Everyone would just use that sound for a little while. It was fucking awesome.
Well, dude, listen.
But what I was saying is, like, what I was going to say is, not going to lie, I smoked an hour before the podcast. I feel fine. It helps me focus sometimes.
Smokus focus.
Smokus focus.
It sounds like you should be wearing a cape and be like, Smokus
focus. It's like a Harry Potter spell. Smokus focus.
So, okay. Dude, what I did want to talk about today, you sent me an article about Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah, the clip.
And
explain what the clip said.
Yeah, so basically the clip was.
I just felt so good to do that to you.
I thought we were going to show it.
Well, we're going to show it, but you still got to talk about it. I was saying I'm so happy I got to do that because sometimes I'll say something and you'll be like, and who was there? And I'm like, fucking relax.
I was just waiting for that.
Yeah, I just wanted to do it to you. Yeah, you do it to me all the time.
Yeah, but I do it at the right time.
No, you don't.
All the time.
Never.
All the time.
Never. You never just let me finish my sentence and let me get to what I was going to talk about with more details.
Before we get to this, let me just say,
focus.
Let me ask you one question.
Let me ask you this.
Recently, and I kind of like it. Okay. But recently, you've been way more vocal about saying things like, I'm 50% of this podcast, way more vocal about things that maybe that you think that I do. And you have been a little more vocal about anger issues.
Towards what?
Towards me.
Oh, like things that you do that anger me?
Yeah, just in general that I think that have built up over the years that I think is good to get out. That's why I'm not mad at it. I probably think therapy's a good spot for it, but
no, this is perfect.
Whatever issue. So what is it, do you think, that is it the amount of time we spend together? What is it, do you think, that has happened recently where you're like, you know, fuck this guy just a little bit?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
It's what happened in the last 8 months. Like what happened late last year.
It's me putting you in sober living.
Because, yeah, just we're not going to get into it, but just because like you look at everything, just like all as a collective, and you know my feelings towards it. I think that's a little bit of it. I think I've just started to really speak my mind a little bit. I think last year on the podcast and a little bit early this year, I kind of like on a lot of things that we talked about on the pod, I feel like I didn't speak my mind the way I want to speak my mind.
Yep.
And I think honestly, thanks to like Maaan a little bit, I'm just trying to not first thought, best thought, because that's never usually the good way to go. But I don't know. I'm just trying to get things off my chest. I get things off my chest, but just like say whatever. Also, I think it's helped me in comedy because sometimes I don't hold back on stage now.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite ones, it was at the Monday show. It was not last Monday, the Monday before. And I was talking to did the dumb friend joke, right? And the girl raised her hand. She was like, I'm ditzy. I was like, you're not ditzy, bitch. You're dumb. Like,
yeah,
you're dumb. You're dumb. You're the dumb bitch at your girl table. Like, that's what it is. And it just kept getting more laughter. And I'm not trying to be mean to that person, but I'm like, reality check. Like, we all know you're dumb. That's okay. But I'm starting to just not because also sometimes I'd come off stage and be like, damn, I really wish I should have said that. And you're like, why didn't you? I'm like, I didn't want to be mean. And you were like, who cares?
Yeah.
And I was like, who? Fuck yeah. I don't know. So I'm just doing that. I think a little more.
There's also just about comedy, and then I'm going to get back to the other thing. What I've always said to you is it's a certain level of skill to be able to say, and I'm air quoting this for people listening, mean things in a funny way.
Right.
And usually it takes a couple of years in as a comic to make, again, air quote, mean funny.
Right.
So I said that to you a couple times. I'm like, just make sure it's funny and not angry.
Right. Right.
But
I'm figuring out its tone. It's really tonal.
Yep.
Like as long as my tone is right and I'm smiling and laughing, or like my body language or energy on stage isn't mean, it usually hits the room well.
Yep. Smile and laughs helps.
Smile and waves. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Name that movie.
But
you could never name that movie. Madagascar.
But I am happy about the anger, whatever it is.
I don't think it's anger. I just think there's no more filter. I think sometimes I'm like, he's my dad. I can't say certain things or like express a certain amount of things. But then I look at where we are and it's like, you are my boss, but we're also business partners. This is a 50-50 podcast. Like most of the times you're like, what are we talking about?
Do we pay out 50-50 for this podcast?
Yeah. I'm still waiting on the check from the sponsor. Actually. Thanks. Just hit me up with that after. And the turtle, you told me that I would get a cut of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's all I was talking about. Talk to me after. Or my people will contact your people.
Yeah. Definitely have your people call me. I have a couple things to say to them. Perfect. Yeah. I can't wait. Who should I be expecting a phone call from?
Dave D'Angelo.
Okay. Cool.
The second?
Yeah.
The first one didn't do so well. So
I know.
The second, Dave.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways. What was I talking about?
You're talking about you, but I'm happy that you're confident with that.
Yeah, I just like.
I think the podcast is better.
I think so too, truthfully. And also, like last week. When I say last week, you guys will hear this on July 3rd, by the way.
Yeah.
Last week when we had, it wasn't even an argument. It was just a back and forth where like you got up, you raised the voice a little bit, I raised the voice a little bit because we both feel strongly about one way or another. And I feel like I think also truthfully, what's happening in the country has really kind of like driven some nails into me just about how I feel about daily life, which also will lead me to this. We'll talk about that. We should talk about that because I'll digress. I think growing up's a scam. That's what I was going to digress to.
Growing up is a scam?
Yeah, I don't know. Like growing up's a trap. Like, I don't know. Like, just hear me out. Hear me out.
I am.
I said this to mom also. I think growing up's a trap. Like, I'm like, sometimes I'm having a great day and I'm like playing video games, smoking a little bit of weed, talking with all my friends. I'm like, oh, like part of me is like, yo, this is like summer and I'm 18. Like we're having fun. And then I look up and I'm like, I have fucking bills to pay. Granted, are there things I can do as an adult that I wasn't able to do as an 18-year-old living with my parents? 100%. However, I don't know. Sometimes part of me just feels like there was nothing like it. Like,
no, dude,
especially for like for me, I think about my summer when I turned 18 or my 18, like going into college. Dude, was I ever at the fucking house? Like I was.
No,
it was just a lot of things.
I don't know what you saw. I still don't know what you mean by it's a trap.
I don't know. Being a constant member of society feels like a trap.
Well, there's no doubt that summer after senior year, for me, I can say, was truly the freest summer I've ever had.
Right.
Because I had zero. I didn't have to get ready to do anything in college. I was just going.
Yeah.
And it was, especially after high school, that first couple of weeks was party after party after party after party.
Right.
And then it was just fuck about. And then it was just countdown. There were some teary goodbyes.
Yeah.
There were some teary goodbyes. We're going to be friends forever, man. Honestly, dude, we wrote letters to each other all the time.
Gay. I broke up with a girl over a letter. Thought that.
You did.
I did. She thanked me the next time I saw her. It's really strange.
Yeah, that is strange. But I
doesn't take away from what I said about your thing. No, I just want to put that out there.
We did. We used to write letters to each other.
Pretty gay. Sorry, man.
Dude, getting a handwritten letter, getting mail was so fucking awesome. Are you kidding? Getting mail.
Bridgerton? What the fuck? Did you get your peacock feather quill out and write by candlelight? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, you wrote a fucking letter because you were trying to, stay in touch with your friends. We wrote letters.
I'll see you when I see you. I'm not doing that gay shit. I'm out.
It wasn't gay shit. We didn't seal the letter with sperm.
Maybe with a kiss, throw some lipstick on it. Sounds like it. Yes, my bestest Jeremy has sent me a letter.
I may have sprayed cologne on one of my
with a knife.
Yeah, I waxed
a little letter opener.
I waxed shut it. I did have a letter opener. You
That's
fuck.
pretty gay too. What was it?
It was a letter opener.
What was it? Like
what was it? It was a fucking letter opener. The handle was a dick.
There you go.
No,
I was waiting for it. Yeah. What was it? What color?
It was like
color?
a long letter opener. It was like a mini
extra
sword.
long for you, huh?
It's like a mini sword.
Is your nickname in high school?
Mini sword?
Yeah. Woo. All right. What were we talking about? Oh, letters. Right.
Yeah. Did you ever, when's the last letter you wrote?
The girl I broke up with. Woo!
I'm trying to think.
I was 14 when I did that.
The worst way I've ever broken up with somebody.
Oh.
I don't know about the worst way.
Can I tell you why I think the letter was the worst part?
Huh.
Because she had gone off to like a summer camp.
I remember.
She was like, send me a letter and send me a picture of you so I can show all my friends. And the first letter she got was a breakup note.
Yeah. And I remember
She had 2 months, months left in summer camp.
And you took a picture just flipping her off. I remember. Yeah, you sent that. I remember you doing that.
Stop it. But then she saw me at a football game. I went to Notre Dame, obviously, and she came to a Friday Night Lights game because we went to middle school down the street.
Yeah.
And she shows up and I see her and I'm trying to avoid her hard.
Yeah. You were hard?
No, stop it. Trying to avoid her. And she comes up to me and she gives me a hug and I'm like, oh, hey. She goes, hey, I just wanted to say thanks for the letter. And I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, honestly, it was kind of nice. And I'm like, what about it? She goes, well, I was honest. I was like, we're going to 2 different schools. Like, it's going to be hard to hang out. I don't want to do anything dumb. I don't want you to feel restricted. Let's just be free. And then after that football game, I didn't see her until I was working at Jersey Mike's. And she'd come in to order a sandwich. She looked stunned to see me. And I was like, oh, hey, Allie. She was like, what are you doing here? I go, oh, hanging out.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck does it look like I'm doing here? And I just seen like a clip. When you get like ads on Instagram, it's like HBO, go watch our new series. It was that Ray Donovan series.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a clip of it and it was an ad and she was in it. And I was like, saw you in Ray Donovan. Good for you. And she was like, yeah, she had always wanted to be like an actress. But like, yeah, it was strange.
That's cool.
Yeah. Strange interactions. Well, yeah, did you have to send a carrier pigeon to break up with your girlfriend? Like, what did you have to do? Because you couldn't text or email or...
No, we did it face to face like human beings.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking is like, how'd you do it in the Stone Age?
We got in a horse and buggy.
I thought you were going to say carved a note into a rock would have been a good one.
We got nowhere. No, you did it to people's faces.
Did you ride your bike over to their house?
I have done a bike ride.
Just imagine a drive by, be like, we're done later, and just ride off.
I remember. I went to this one girl's house, and this is not a breakup. This is a memory I had. Her name was Sherry something.
Dude, I need a soundboard. I just had something so funny for that.
And I go to her house, and now that I'm a dad, I think about these things differently. Like we were up in her room before dinner. I had dinner at the house. He knows what's happening up in that room.
Everybody knows what's happening up in that room.
And then I got to come down and eat dinner. And
did you just tuck it in the waistband?
I don't remember, but I do remember thinking we outsmarted him. And now that I'm a parent, I know it was their choice not to come upstairs. Now, we weren't having sex or anything, but he knows that we're rolling around in his house. Nah, I would not, that would not happen on my watch.
It did.
What?
Dude, you're ridiculous.
Not when I was home.
When
no.
both of you were home.
No way.
Okay.
Not when I was home.
Okay.
What?
Sure.
This is...
Dude. You do remember that for my senior year summer, the girl that I ended up dating for 5 years stayed in our house for 3 months.
I know. That was a mistake.
Yeah, it was because we ended up getting together and she dumped me 5 years later during COVID.
I tell you
Fuck you for that.
Can I tell you what was the most awkward when those 2 or 3 days when it was just me and her?
Oh, when I went to Louisiana.
Oh my God.
Oh, also every morning because she had to get up and go to summer camp to be a counselor and you guys were the only two up at 6 a.m.
It was so, and by the way, I really like her. I've always liked her, right? So no shade. Just she was an 18-year-old, no less.
She was 19. 19-year-old
girl. And the two of us in the house, it was just so awkward.
Also, by the way, and just like someone he'd also known for like six
like
years.
Like I said, like we very
yeah.
But it was the most.
Yeah, you guys just eat breakfast together.
I told your mom, I was like, I'm just gonna sit in the room until she leaves. But I wanted to get into this.
Oh yeah.
Patty Mahomes thing.
Yeah. So I sent you this. The clip is of Mahomes, what looks like at a celebrity golf tournament.
Yep.
And there's a huge crowd of people. Like it looks like a pro-am, but for celebs. And a kid asked for a signature from Mahomes. Mahomes says no. And we'll listen to what he says so we can actually watch the clip.
Yep.
But listens, and then the dad kind of tries to like fire back at him and make him feel bad for
Yeah.
what the kid asked, which I don't agree with. So let's just take a look.
Will you sell my jersey when you
I can't make everybody real quiet. Oh, you can't. You can just make one kid happy out of 100. I'll make 99 sad. That's all right. 1 out of 99. That's at least it ain't 0%.
My take is this. One, as a father, shoot your shot. But also as a father, what a great lesson for your kid to know that not everything you ask for, you get. And that shoot your shot, dude. Cool. He said no. And he gave a great reason.
Great. Honestly, in my opinion, the only right reason.
It's the perfect reason. The other reason I could say is like, he just doesn't want to. He's obviously there trying to enjoy himself. He's playing golf, but 100% he said the right thing. If I sign yours, then I got to sign 99 other kids' stuff. Oh, and up and down the course, it's just people asking him to sign shit, and that's not why he's there.
And also, I bet you he probably gets pretty frustrated. I bet you every time he stops for a shot, some different kid says, hey. And
I've only heard great things about this dude.
I hear the same. I can't speak for his younger brother or any other side of the family.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard about Mahomes and only Mahomes, he's a good dude. That's all I hear about just specifically Patty Mahomes. Now, he's not the GOAT. We'll talk about that later. Actually, we'll never talk about it. But that's right. The dad was like, you could just make one kid happy. And then he's like, I can't make 99 other kids sad.
Nah.
Like, and the dad was like, yeah, you can. The dad pretty much said, fuck them kids. Like, my kid is more important than any other kid that's out here. That's not how that works. Like,
no, I don't think he's honestly. Now, however anyone wants to handle autograph people, that is 1,000% up to them. I think, we all have different ideas. Now, for me, it doesn't bother me, but I don't get approached the amount of times that these guys get approached.
No.
I can't imagine what it would be like wherever I went, no matter what. People are asking for pictures and autographs. And right now, it seems like because at my level, it's fine. It's manageable and it's not overwhelming and it's flattering.
Yeah.
But I don't get 100 people just asking me just every time I go to the fucking supermarket, or I can't go to the supermarket, which he probably can't
go to the supermarket.
Right. But like, so I'm okay with whatever you decide your response is, but the dad is in such a great spot. Dude, you had a very teachable moment. You remember when you asked Jose Canseco for that autograph?
So I don't remember this, but you do very vividly.
Yep.
That's why we've had beef with Jose Canseco for
well,
over 20
listen,
years.
dude, it's not that he said no to the autograph. He was so rude to you.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem with him saying no. But the way he said no to an 8-year-old was out of control.
Yeah.
And so, but like, I didn't go over and
berate him.
Nah, dude, it's a lesson for you.
Yeah. And then a home run ball bounced off your big ass head.
That happened way before.
Come on. Let me just have that one.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That happened
I know it happened way before. I was just.
But yeah, man.
I'm with Mahomes on this one.
1,000%.
I just think like people in the comments probably were like, nah, dude, like you're a star. You could just stop and sign one thing or even sign all 100 kids things and this and that. It's like, no, he does. It's not a Patrick Mahomes meet and greet. If it was a Patrick Mahomes meet and greet, then yes, he signs everything and takes pictures with everybody. But it's not. He's there at a golf tournament, pro-am, probably raising money for charity would be my best guess.
Yeah.
So let him play golf.
By the way,
let him do his thing.
I am past any kind of visceral reaction to anything a celebrity says and gets caught on camera for these reasons. One, context. If he had gone off on that guy, I don't know context, maybe that guy is bothering him every hole, every time he's about to backswing. Maybe you have no idea. And then caught on camera is him being like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't like, you don't know what their day's been like. And not only that, everybody is an asshole to somebody at some point in time.
Yeah.
People have bad days.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm past judging people on just clips, but this clip I think he handled it perfectly.
Did great. Didn't raise his voice. Was very like cordial about it.
Yep.
Still,
I'm with you.
honestly, still gave the fan the moment of interacting. He could have just ignored him.
100%.
But he said, "No, sorry, man, I can't. Like, I'd have to sign everyone else's." For the dad to step in and be like, "Nah, you're wrong," is ridiculous.
Dude, yes.
Malik Beasley. Can we talk about? Oh well, I mean, we have like 10 minutes, so why don't we talk about something else?
Can I show a video?
Yes.
Of my new favorite rabbit hole?
Yes.
My new favorite rabbit hole on any social media, guys, is people like Oliver Chuo.
Sorry if we butchered.
Oh, we did.
Well, not his first name.
Can you play this?
I want a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Every place is
Okay,
better.
can you press pause?
Starting from zero.
So, can I tell you? I think I discussed last week how I'm done making fun of, and I'm embracing. I've done, guys. The freedom that Oliver has, just to be like, dude, because he could be nervous. And I do want to say, call it what you will, but I have been on a real deep dive of Asian people doing cover songs and karaoke.
Honestly, it's great,
dude. It brings me so much joy.
I love
and this dude, zero fear.
I love his outfit too.
He is 1000% in front of a green screen. He's gone Canadian tuxedo. If you scroll, look, what I love is that like people are, why bash this dude? He's just enjoying himself.
Yeah.
And the joy, like I'm looking at it differently. The joy and the balls and the confidence just to put it out there and be like, this is me singing Fast Car. I have so much, I get so much joy out of watching this. It's crazy.
I agree. It's also like, well, call it what you will. I'm going to call it what it is. It's pretty funny. It's
just
funny.
joyful.
It's joyful, but it's also funny. But like, cause I think of it, I would laugh at myself if I was trying to sing a whole song in Spanish. Do you know what I mean? And watching me try to sing that, I would cry laughing watching myself trying to do that. This for me, but I don't have the confidence to try and even do that. Like,
this is it.
Yeah, this is awesome. But dude, it is objectively funny.
I definitely watched a video of an Asian dude singing Country Road.
I've watched a ton of these.
Go ahead.
Go through the comments real quick.
Tell me about Country Road. How would that be pronounced?
I'm not even gonna do it.
Yeah, it's Country Road. It's pretty great.
Will you scroll in the comments, Matt? Because right now I like how that says, "Is this an original?"
Yeah,
that's funny. But all of this is like,
dude, it's like
amazing. Yeah,
this is what I love, dude. They're celebrating this guy because he's just like, I love doing this. And some of them are obviously sarcastic, but is perfect because it's encouraging. And people are going to watch. I follow this guy now.
I bet you do. Oh, yeah, I love it.
Hell yeah. All right. When you start from Zillow, you have everything to lose, my friend. Anyways.
Yeah, no, it's great. I definitely enjoy.
Oh, dude. The other videos I sent you, that dude in the Venom suit.
Yeah.
And the guy weightlifting in panties.
Yeah, I'm scared to watch that one.
Oh,
I'm afraid he turns around. That's what
He doesn't turn around.
Oh,
he's just so happy to be doing his bicep curls in panties.
Great. I don't need to watch that. Do you want to really quickly end it on
the movies?
Oh, did you pull that up?
Yes.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Do we want to talk about it real quick? But I feel like, okay.
Let's just talk about the top 10.
Okay, I'll pull them up. So, well, I mean,
they did the top 100 movies of the 21st century.
Who did?
Was it Rolling Stone?
No, I think it was New York Times.
New York Times. The fact that that The Social Network is in the top 10 really, in that none of the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Oh, in top 10?
Not in top 10.
No.
Gladiator is like 92.
100. I think Gladiator was 100.
It is like, I think listing movies and like this is kind of dumb, But you're not psyched that Get Up's in the top 10.
Get Out.
Get Out.
Yeah, but also this is, you said 21st century, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is, but also, is there any movie that you can think of that should just be in this list that's not? And don't say the other two Lord of the Rings.
You mean in the top 10?
No, just in the top 100.
Well, how?
Well, I'm gonna, because I have one.
The Lord of the Rings is in the, all three of them are in the top 100, right?
No, only one of them.
Well, then the other two.
Okay, one for me, because there's a ton of Tarantino movies in this list, which fair, but Django wasn't on this list.
Okay.
And I think Django Unchained for sure for the Tarantino should have been on this list. In the 21st century, I went back and I was like, oh wait, Pulp Fiction. I was like, that wasn't the 21st century. But like, I guess Parasite, like I would say yes to Parasite being the number one of the 21st century.
Okay.
Name a movie better than it?
All three Lord of the Rings?
Objectively, I guess.
Yeah, I mean.
No, I mean, but all of this also.
Gladiator.
All of this is objective though.
So.
Like your top 10, I'm going to read you the top 10. Are any of these in your top 10 of the 21st century? Ready? Yep. The Social Network.
No.
Spirited Away.
No.
Get Out.
No.
Eternal Sunshine.
No.
Okay. No Country for Old Men.
No.
Moonlight.
No.
In the Mood for Love.
No.
There Will Be Blood.
No.
Mulholland Drive.
No.
Parasite.
Mulholland Drive being 2 is the dumbest shit. Parasite might be top 10, but Mulholland Drive being top 2 in 2 is like, it just shows you that the people who were interviewed are just.
This is the one that crazes. This is crazy to me. The Dark Knight is 28. The Dark Knight's not in the top 10. Dude,
it just shows you, dude, who these people are. They're not regular folk. Go ahead, bring up.
Ratatouille was on here, dog. Fuck you.
Bring up Mulholland Drive.
What about it?
Just IMDb.
Oh, okay.
And look, I guess it was okay, but
what do you want to know about it?
Tell me who was in it again.
Okay. Let's see.
Matt, did you see Mulholland Drive? Top 10? Not even.
It was written by David Lynch, Naomi Watts,
yes,
Laura Haring, Justin Theroux,
yes,
Gene Bates,
yep,
Dan Birnbaum,
yeah,
Randall Wolf,
yeah,
but WULFF.
Yeah, dude, fuck that guy.
Fuck you, dude.
The fact that Social Network and what do you call it? Mulholland Drive and Spirited Away.
Stop it. You watch the blasphemy on
are
Spirited
in
Away.
top 10.
Nope, watch it.
No Country is a great movie. Is a great movie.
Great movie.
You think Spirited Away is top 10?
It might be legit. I'm going to say comfortably top 3 best animated movies ever made.
But okay, it doesn't come close to Up.
Have you seen Spirited Away?
Are you telling me?
Have you seen Spirited Away?
Yes.
Bullshit. The biggest pile of bullshit I've ever heard.
You're telling me Spirited Away is better than Up?
Yes.
Fuck you. Up had me crying in the first 2 minutes.
This is the biggest pile of bullshit other than when you said you were in a Costco yesterday. Shut up.
I'm watching Spirited Away.
Dude, I'll watch it with you.
Oh, don't dare me with that.
Actually, I don't think you're going to watch it.
Why?
It's Japanese. It's got subtitles.
Dude, I watched Squid Game.
With dubs.
And subtitle.
That's dumb. Why would you do that?
Well, because my hearing's bad.
Okay, good talk.
Oh,
we got to watch Spirited Away.
I don't know how you watch Squid Game without the dubs.
Because I already have subtitles on that are in English. Why do I need the dub and the subtitles?
Well,
it's more authentic. And also, when I watch
dub voice the same as the Japanese voice, or the different voice?
So different.
Oh, that would fuck me up.
It's, dude, them talking regularly, like in the dubs, funny enough, sounds like American people trying to do Japanese or trying to do Korean people doing an American accent. That's what it sounds like to me. And when they're just talking Korean, it just sounds like they're Korean.
Let me tell you something about what happened.
No, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth and watch Spirited Away. Get high. Let's get high and watch Spirited Away, dude. It's such a good movie.
What network is it on?
Network?
What streaming service?
Oh, I would guess. Actually, I don't know. I would have to find out. I would guess maybe Disney Plus.
Spirited Away.
So good.
What's it about?
Dude.
It's not about an old dude who gets balloons.
No. Do you know the conspiracy behind that? The conspiracy behind that is that...
Behind an animated film, there's a conspiracy?
There's tons of conspiracy. Dude, do you not know about all the Disney conspiracies?
Hit me with one.
Oh, the Disney conspiracy that in Frozen, Anna... This is my favorite one. That Anna and Elsa You know how you ever see Frozen? Oh, you've seen Frozen a gazillion times because of the kids. You know how in the movie their parents go out on a trip on a boat and then their boat capsizes and they're never heard from again?
Yeah.
Remember how in Tarzan, 2 people crash on a boat and then bring a baby boy onto an island and then bring it?
Yeah.
They're the same people. That Anna and Elsa are actually the sisters of Tarzan.
Okay.
There's that one. The one in Up is that Carl is already dead and this is like his transcendence into heaven.
Can I just tap into what a conspiracy theory is? At least conspiracy theory, at least even though some of them are wacky, they have to do with real life.
When I said Disney conspiracy, what all about it did you think was going to be real?
Something about the company.
No, it's conspiracies intertwined through the movies.
Well, Tarzan happened so long ago. You think,
but we don't know what the time frame for Frozen was. It could be the same time frame.
You're saying that you think the people who wrote Frozen were like, we're going to put this little egg in here for people.
There are so many Easter eggs in every Disney movie. In every Disney movie, ready for this? This is crazy. In most Disney movies from the early 2000s, in the background, in one random scene in one of those movies, it actually gives you a hint as to what the next movie that Pixar is releasing. So
I don't believe you.
We don't have time for this. Do you want me to pull it up right now?
Send me one.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Give me one verbally so people can hear it. And
I think what it is in Monsters Inc. in the background when Sully is in Boo's room, behind him is a drawing. And the drawing is, I think, of The Incredibles. The Incredibles had not come out yet. The Incredibles was the next movie that was released by Pixar after Monsters Inc. So,
send me some of that.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. But thanks for tuning in. This was a really all over the place episode, and I haven't laughed that hard in a really long time. 36 eggs in a week is crazy. Thank you guys as always for tuning in. Again, no shows to announce until the last day of August and the first weekend of. No, last day of July, first weekend of August. Sorry. We'll be in Naples, Florida. But after that, we're everywhere all at once. ComedianJoshWolf.com for tour dates and tickets. Josh Wolf Comedy on all platforms. It's Jake Wolf on TikTok, Jake_Wolf on Instagram. Thank you guys as always. None of this is possible without any of you. And as always, for the next couple of years, do something nice for someone. Tell somebody you love them. Fuck ICE and fuck Donald Trump. We'll see you later.
Hey, if you like this podcast you just watched, you're going to love the one I'm popping up in your face right now. Check it out.